Copenhagen, the capital of Denmark. And if you actually go to Copenhagen, you will see these little colorful buildings like that. And that's what this game is about. You will be building in Tetris-like fashion little windows and constructing the facade of one of these little buildings, and you'll get points for doing that. You'll be using these cards to do that with. So this it's reminiscent of Ticket to Ride. In fact, it's this around here has been getting more plays than Ticket to Ride. And Ticket to Ride Germany is one of my favorite Ticket to Ride versions. And Ticket to Ride Nordic countries. That's a really good one too. But we're talking about Copenhagen right now. So you're going to have these cards, like I said, very much like Ticket to Ride cards. And let me show you the rule book here. So the game is going to be set up like this. You'll have like a little boat there, and the cards will go around there. And you'll have a stack of cards in the center, a draw pile. And on your turn, you're going to take two of these, but they have to be adjacent. So that one and that one, not adjacent. You'll have to take two cards, and then they'll be replaced from the draw pile. You can do that on your turn, or you can start building your facade, and I'll show you those in a second. So you'll be doing that at some point. If you're playing a two-player game, this little mermaid here will be shuffled onto the bottom 10 cards, and once the mermaid comes up, the game stops immediately. And if you're playing with more than two players, then once the stack of cards runs out, you'll reshuffle those and then add that, and that's how the game will end. So let me show you. Like I said, if you go to Copenhagen, you will see these little colorful buildings side by side. So in this game, this is a player board. You're going to be getting one of these. And on your turn, using cards, right? So for instance, if I wanted to get this, and this is the Deluxe version, so this is acrylic, and you can kind of see through a little bit. The regular version of this game has the exact same components, except for these little tiles, which are cardboard, but very thick, great quality cardboard. But these are neat, right? But anyway, so and the colors, by the way, don't matter. You're going to be dealing with different colors, blue, purple, doesn't matter. This is your player board, and that's your token color on the score track. So for me to buy this, for me to pick this up, and there's a limited number of some of these shapes, okay, for each color, so you have to pay attention to that. But it's a fun, family-friendly game. It's not hard to play. It's very quick, actually, to play this. So you end up playing 2-3 times in a row. So to buy this, I would need 5 green cards to be able to purchase this. And then if I got it, I could, start building it here. You don't have to fill everything up. The way you score here is you fill an entire row, which will give you 1 point. But if you fill an entire row with windows, then you get 2 points and you move up on the score track. Now, if you build this way and you go all the way to the end, you get 2 points. If you do that with just windows, you get 4 points. Okay? Now, you're probably wondering, what are these little shields here? Okay, well, I'll tell you what those shields are. Once you build, let's say I got this and I covered that shield there. Well, that shield allows me to get either one of these little windows, which can be very helpful, not because you have to fill every space, but maybe I have something like this and I need a little window here, like maybe I have I don't know, like that, right? And I have a 3-piece that I'll then put here, so you can fill that little space there. You can get one of these by covering one of the shields or by also you get that shield by finishing this row. But once you activate a shield, you can get one of these little white squares, or you can get one of these. And I'll explain. I dropped one. I'll explain what these are in a second, because those will help you in your journey to sort of get points in your building facade. Okay. So, well, let me tell you about those right now, actually. So if you activate a shield, you can then pick up one of these, right? So on your turn, you can do only one action. But in this case, if you pick up this little tile by covering a shield, you can do 2 actions on your turn, right? So that's cool. This tile here will give you a piece for 1 less card. So a piece like this, I would need 4 blue cards to pick up this piece. But with this tile, which you activate the tile by just flipping it over, I could get this for 3 cards. You also have this, like I showed you earlier, right? The cards go around there. This is where you take your cards from, and you're supposed to take your cards from that are adjacent to each other. But with this tile, you can take 2 cards from anywhere. They don't need to be adjacent. So that's pretty valuable too. And this is neat because if you have 2 green and 2 blue cards, for instance, and you're looking to get something like this, well, you can make your green cards into blue cards, right? Or you can make your blue cards into green cards, or whatever color you want. But you'll basically take a different color card or cards and make them into one color, so that you can then, and that's this tile here. And with those, once you use them, they are turned upside down and you cannot use them, right? But they're not only one-time use, because if you manage to cover later on in the game another shield, one of the options is to flip all these back over, and now you can use them again. So, you know, the way you build these, for instance, you couldn't, if I got this, I couldn't put it here, right? Because, you know, gravity. So you'd have to either put it on the bottom, or you have to, you know, put it on top like that. That is acceptable as well. So it's common sense. But Copenhagen, Denmark, cute little buildings, fun gameplay, quick gameplay. I like it.